You are welcome to tutorials from a technically the school boy. Today we are going to take a look at assignment review on mathematics. So we are going to review the assignment we are given in our last mathematics class. And the question says simplify each of the following. Number one is log 12.5 to base 5 plus log 2 to base 5. We have up to 7 questions here, but we'll take them one after the other. So let's start with number one. Number one says log 12.5 to base 5 and log 2 to base 5. Log what? 12 point what? 5 to base what? 5. Plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. The question says simplify. Now let's look at this question again. We need to apply law of what? Logarithm here, right? True of us. Now look at this question. Log 12.5. Now what do we do if you look at this question? If you look at 12.5, let's try to convert this 12.5 to a number in common fraction. Are we together? A number in what? Common fraction. So let's put it as fraction. Remove this decimal point. So what do we have? We have what? Log what? 125 over what? 10. At least I will answer those that at least we also do this. So is there anybody that doesn't know how we get 125 over 10? You don't know? Or I divide 125 by 10, what will it give you? I'll allow him to do that. Divide 125 by 10. What's the answer? Huh? Talk to me now. You're keeping quiet. Divide 125 by 10. What's the answer? 12.5. Now listen. You are giving 12.5. If you want to convert 12.5 to fraction, see what you to common fraction. See what you do. You have 12.5, right? You put the fractional line. That place you have decimal point. You put what there? 1. And call whatever that is here what? 0. And once you put 0 here, this decimal point will do what? Disappear. And you have what? 125 over what? 10. Is it clear now? Are you sure? Are you sure? Go. So 12.5 is the same thing as what? 125 over what? 10. Now, so we have log. This become log 125 over 10 to base 5 plus what? Log what? 2 to base 5. Let's simplify these two. Remember our law of what? Logarithm, the division law that says that if we have log what? Log what? Talk to us now. That if we have log x to base a divided by what? Log what? Y to base a. What do we have? Log what? Log what? Minus what? Is it not? Is it? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? What is this? Huh? You say it's what? It's x over y. Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? Go to the law of logarithm with me. Tell me the law that is. That looks familiar to this one there. What law is that? Huh? State it. State it down. Let me write it down. Log y over what? To base what? Is what to what? Log y to base what? Minus what? Log what? Z to base a. Is it true? Is it true? Huh? Is it true? Is it true? Now, if you have this now, if you have this, okay, let's forget about it. But this you said is wrong, okay? Huh? You are only you are repeating this, hope you know. Are you aware? Are you aware? You are repeating this thing, so it's wrong. What should they should what? Subtraction. But let's forget about it. This is the law, right? This is the law. So does it look like this one? So this should now become what? Let's use that law here. Become what? Log what? 125 to base what? Minus what? Log what? Log 10 to base what? Plus what? You then include this. Plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Is it clear? Is it clear? Now, we see this thing is not yet fully simplified. We still need to do what? Simplify further. Now look at this now. What do we do to this number now? Remember 5? What? How many 5 can we multiply to get 125? 3. How many 5 can we multiply to get 125? 3. So that means what implies that 125 is actually equal to what? 5 raised to power what? 3. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Huh? So we replace this with 5. This. Are you together with me? So we replace 125 with what? 5 raised to power 3. Let's go. So this is simply now saying what? Log what? 5 raised to power what? 3 to base what? 5. Minus what? Log 10 to base what? 5. Plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Now look at this thing. Look at this thing. Remember the law that says that if you have log a, say y raised to power z, is that not saying this will come here, right? 3 of us. Z what? Log y raised to power what? Log y to base a. Is there any law like that? So let's apply it here. This becomes what? 3 log what? 5 raised to power what? 5 minus what? Log 10 to base 5 plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Remember also the law that says that any log of a number to the base of to the same base is what? 1. Do you agree in such law? So that means here becomes what? Here becomes what? 1. So we have what? 3 times 1 is, we have 3 times what? 1. Is it clear? Now, do you agree that any log, do you agree that if you have log of a number to the base of the same number is 1? Do you agree? So put 1 here now. This is 3 times log 5 to base 5. Log 5 to base 5 is what? Is it clear now? Are you sure? Good. Let's continue. Minus what? Do you think we can do anything to this log 10 to base 5? Do you think we can do anything to log 10 to base 5? Let's simplify log 10 to base 5. What will you get? If you break down log, good. I know that 10 is 5 times 2. Hope you know. So, minus what? Log 5 times what? 2. Is it clear? Minus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Now, here now. Remember the law of addition law. So this, as we have here now, as this becomes minus. So log 5 times 2 to base 5 is that saying what? Log what?
2 to base 5.
Which one? Okay, sorry, plus, no minus. That's a mistake. Thank you for the observation. This is what? Plus. Thank you. Now, so I ask a question. If you have log 5 times 2 to base 5, you know where we got log 5 times 2, right? Which is from log 10. So log 5 times 2 to base 5 is equivalent to what? Law of logarithm now. Log 5 times 2 to base 5 is certain as saying. Remember the law that says that log to base a x times what? Y. Remember this law is equal to what? Log x to base what? A plus what? Log y to base b. Can you remember the law? So let's do it here now. If you do it here, we'll get something like this. If we do it here, we'll get something like this. 3 times 1 is 3, right? Minus log what? Remember that this minus belongs to everything here inside. Hope you know. Are you aware? Log what? 5 to base what? 5 plus what? Log what? 2 to base what? 5. Bracket what? Closes, right? Then plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Can I clean this one on top? I just wrote it to show us something. Now, this is certain as this is what? 3. 3 what? Is this step clear? Step already clear? Yes. Now let's move on. Let's open this bracket. That means we're using this minus to multiply everything inside the what? Bracket. And that will give us what? 3 minus times log 5 to base 5 is what? Let's take it step by step. Minus log 5 to base what? 5. Minus times plus is what? Minus. Minus what? Log what? 2 to base 5. Plus what? Log 2 to base what? 5. Let's go. Here is what? 3. Remember, any number to its base, any log of any number to the same base is what? 1. So here you got minus what? Minus what? 1. Here we have minus 2 log 2 to base 5 plus log 2 to base 5 will give us what? 0. Because minus plus the same quantity is what? 0. Is it clear? So here becomes what? 0. So we have 3 minus 1. So the answer is what? 2. The answer is what? 2. So actually, log 12.5 to base 5 plus log 2 to base 5 is what? 2. Is what? 2. Any confusion? Have you done this in your school? No wonder you are relaxed. Do your hair like this. So that means we can solve any question I give you now, right? Eh? Yeah, I don't run. See those. But this one is clear, right? So please. Finish up. Let's go to number 2. Okay, let's go to the second question. The question says log 13.5 to base 3 minus log 10.5 to base 3. Let's go. Log 13.5 to base what? 3 minus what? Log 10.5 to base what? 3. Now, what do you think we should do first? So let's clear the decimal point, right? By changing to what? Common fraction. This will give us what? This is log what? 135 over what? 10 to base what? 3 minus 10.5 is stating as saying what? 105 over what? 10 to base what? 3. So we apply the law of logarithm here, right? Log 135 to base 10, log 135 over 10 to base 3 is certain as saying what? Log what? 135 to base what? 3 minus what? Log 10 to base what? 3 minus what? Log 105 to base what? 3 minus what? Log 10 to base what? Are you following? Are you following? Now let's open this brackets. Do you think is there anything we can do to this log 135 to base 3? Yes. What can we do there? Can 3 divide 135? Yes. What will we get? 7. 45. 45. So 3 times. Okay, that means we can actually have. We can actually have 5 times 3 times 5, right? 5 times 3. We can actually have 3 times 3 times 5. True of us. To give you 135. If that is what they're saying. 3 times what? 3 times 3 is what? 9. Times 5 is what? 45. Times what again? 3. Right? So that means we can actually have 3 times 3 times 3. Then times 5. To give you what? 135. Do you understand what they are doing? We are trying to look for factors of what? 135. Okay? Now we realize that if you multiply 3 into 3, you to get what? 3 times 3 is what? 9. 3 times 3 is what? Times 3 again is what? 27. Times 5 is what? So we are trying to break down this 135 to see its relationship with what? This base. It will help us to know what we are doing. Now, if you break down this 135 now, if you use 3 to divide 135, what will you get? What will you get? 45, right? Can 3 go again? Huh? Can 3 go? Or say no? Come here. Be just side up. In them jackass now, you not see well. Come here. Come closer. I said 3 divided 135 is what? 135 is what? Can 3 divide 45 is what? Huh? 15. Are you following now? Can 3 divide 15 is what? Can 3 go? So 5 can go here, right? We have what? So 1 times 5 is actually 3 times what? 3 times what? 3 times what? 5. Is it clear? 3 times 3 is certain as saying what? 3 what? 3 is what? 3 times what? 5. So actually 1 times 5 can be taken as what? 3 is 3 times what? 5. Is it clear? Now let's use this. Let's use it to replace what? To replace what? 130 what? 5. Is it clear now? So here we have that certain as saying log 3 what? Log 3 square what? Times what? Times what? Are we together? To base what? 3. Minus what? Log 10 to base what? 3. Let's open this bracket. What do we have here? This bracket. Let's open this bracket. What do we have here? Here becomes minus, right? Right? So we have minus what? Log 105 to base what? 3. This time this is what? Minus times minus is what? Minus times minus is what? You see what is it? Minus times minus is what? Do you know it? Are you guessing what they say? You know it? Hey. Minus times minus is what? Plus. So we have plus what? Log 10 to base what? 3. Do you agree with me that minus log 10 to base 3 plus log 10 to base 3 is 0? So this and this will go. Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? So we are left with what? Remember, we are bringing this down. We are left with what? Log 3 is power what? 3 times what? 5 over to base what? 3. Minus what? Log 105 to base what? 3. Let's break down 105. Let's see the factors of 105. Keeping 3 in mind. Let's start with the base we know, and see the factors it will yield us. Let's go. The same thing we did here. 105 divided by 3 is what? Is what? 35. That what? 5. Can 3 go again? What else can go? Can 5 is what? 7. What else can go? Because 7 is a prime number, so 7 can go. You have what? 1. So 105 can be expressed as what? 3 times what? 5 times what? 7. Do you agree with me? Do you agree? So let's put it here. Let's use it to replace what? 105. So we can say log 3 square 3 times what? 5 to base what? 3 minus what? Log what? 3 times 5 times what? 7 to base what? 3. This is how we split the thing now. So we can use the which law? First law of logarithm, right? If log, which is that log x times y to base a is equal to what? Log x to base a plus log what? So that means if we have log s y z to base a, is certain as saying what? Log s to base a plus log y to base a plus log what? Z to base what? A. So let's use this now to expand this and see what we get. So if we expand this, we have something like this. We have something like this. Let's start with the first one. We have what? Log what? Is equal to what? Log what? Log 3 cube, not 3. Please be careful. Log 3 what? Cube to base what? 3. Plus what?
Log 5 to base
5 to the base what? 3. Up here? Remember, this is inside the bracket. As we open this bracket now, this minus will affect every. Are we together? This is now saying minus what? Put the bracket what? Log what? 3 to base 5. Base 3 plus what? Log 5 to base what? 3 plus what? Log 7 to base what? 3. So let's continue. This is equal to what? Log what? 3 is equal to what? Let's bring it down immediately. What if we bring it down? What do we have? What will happen? 3, good. What I get here? This is what I want to be hearing, not looking as if we are lost. So it's what? 3 log what? 3 to base 3. So let's go. 3 what? Log what? 3 to base what? 3. Plus what? Log 5 to base what? 3. This minus will affect everything inside the bracket. I hope you know. So let's. Are you aware that this minus is set as say minus 1? I hope you know. Are you aware? So we use it to multiply everything here. We have what? Minus what? Log what? To base 3. Minus 1 times plus log 5 to base 3 is minus what? Log 5 to base 3. Minus what? Log 5 to base what? 3. This one is what? Minus what? Log 7 to base what? 3. So everything is now becoming clear now. Now let's go. Remember, log of a number to the same number as the base is what? 1. So here is what? 3 times what? 1. Are we together? Then plus. Now look at this place. We have plus log 5 to base 3. Here we have minus log 5 to base 3. What will happen? 0, right? So if you cancel this, they will go. Next in line is what? Minus log 3 to base 3. Remember, number to its base is what? Log of a number to the same number as the base is what? 1. So this minus log 3 to base 3 will become what? Minus what? Good. Minus what? 1. Next one again is what? Minus what? Minus log what? 7 to what? Base 3. This 3 times 1 is what? 3 minus 1 minus what? Log 7 to base what? 3 minus 1 is what? 2, right? So the answer is what? 2 minus what? Log 7 to base what? There's nothing you can do to this log again. So you leave the answer like this. The answer is what? 2 log 7 to base what? 3. Any question? Ask. Speak up, speak out.
That you wrote log 3 raised power 3 times 5 to base 3. If you have to do it separate, like log 3 to base 3 plus log 3 to base 3.
Log 3 to what?
Base 3.
Plus log 3 to base 3.
Yes.
Into 3 times. The same thing. But do you know why I didn't? She asked question. She said, this I wrote here, 3 is power 3. Can't I do log 3 to base 3, 3 to base 3 into what? 3 places. It's okay, it's correct. But I chose a shorter cut, okay? Okay? Why this one took, why I did this one is because they are 3 different what? Numbers, okay? But you can still do it like, if you do like this, you get the same thing. Okay, if you do log 3 to base 3 into 3 times, what log 3 to base 3 plus log 3 to base 3 plus log 3 to base 3 is what? 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is what? 3. Is not? So why not just simply do it like this and get your answer? Is it clear now? Any other question? Ask. If you have any other question, please ask. Let me see what you're writing, Ada. All right, question 3 says log x raised to the power 9 to base what? X is what? Now, Chinwe, are you aware that we can apply that thing you said here? Log x to base x. Are you aware that we can apply it by saying log x times what? Times what? X times what? X times what? X into what? 9. But how long are we going to do it? What if you are giving 50? What are you going to do? Huh? Is your mark. So to avoid all those long distance, you shorten it, okay? That's what he said. We said that log x raised to the power 9 to base x is certain as saying what? 9 times what? Log what? X to base what? X. Are we together? Is certain as saying what? 9 times log x to base what? X. But also remember that a log of a number to a base that is the same number is what? 1. So that means log x to base x is what? 1. So the answer is what? 9 times what? 1, which is what? 9. So the answer to question number 3 is what? 9. That one is simple now. So let's look at question 4. Let's look at question 4. Question 4 says half log 8 to base 4, half log 8 to base what? 4 plus what? Log 32 to base what? 4 minus what? Log 2 to base what? 4. Now let's go. Let's go. Now what can we do to 8? We can split 8 into 2 times 4, right? Do you agree with me? So this can actually be what? Equal to what? Half log. Remember that 8 factors of 8 are what? 2 and what? 4. So we can replace them with 8 with 2 times 4. True of us? So we have log 2 times what? 4 to base what? 4. Plus, look at 32. What can we do to 32? What factors of 32 can we get that will have 4 inside it? No, let's not go there. I mean, let's try to maintain a base of 4. 8 times 4. So factors of 32. I want you to look for factors of 32 that will contain 4. So 8 and what? 4. 8 times 4 is what? 8 times 4 is what? 32, right? Good. So 8 times 4 is what? 32. So we have this 8 is too big. Let's just split down 8 to what? 2 times 4, right? So we actually have 2 times 4 times what? 4. So we can have 2 times 4 squared. True of us? True of us? True of us? So we can have 2 times 4 what? Squared. So let's use 2 times 4 squared to replace what? 32. So we have log 2 times what? 4 squared. All over, to base what? 4. Minus what? Log 2 to base 4. So let's start simplify. We have broken them down to pieces. Let's start collecting like terms and do other things involved. Let's open the brackets. Let's expand this. What do we have? We have half. This thing certain as saying what? Log 2 to base 4. Do you agree with me that log 2 times 4 to base 4 is certain as saying log 2 to base 4 plus log 4 to base 4? Do you agree? Do you agree? Do you agree? Good. So this is Satan as saying what? Now I want to ask a question. Don't worry. Let me continue. Is multiplication is multiplication. Let's continue. So this is what? Log 2 to what? Base 4 plus what? Plus what? Log what? 4 to base what? Log what? 4 to base what? 4. I want to ask a question. Do you think this half here will affect this log? Will it affect it? That means there should be a bracket here. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? You say no. So, why do you say no? Huh? That's why there should be a bracket there. Because if you take this back, if you say if this half is given to this only log 2 is wrong. Are you aware? Are you aware? Are you aware?
Yes.
Izu, did you still disagree with us? Huh? Do you agree with us now? Huh? Good. Now let's continue. Plus what? Log what? 2 to base what? 4. Plus what? Log 4 what? Square to base what? 4. Minus what? Log 2 to base what? 4. Let's open these brackets. You have what? Half what? Log 2 to base what? 4. Plus what? Half what? Log 4 to base what? 4. Plus what? Log what? Huh? Say what? You say what? Let's do what? Minus what? Okay, yes, yeah, thank you. Thank you. We have log 2 to base 4 here. We have plus log 2 to base 4. We have minus what? Log 2 to base 4. So they'll do what? Good. 3 of us. This will do what? Cancel this. So we are left with what? 2 good. 2 log what? 4 to base 4. Now let's go. Here is what? Half log 2 to base 4. Let's bring it down. We have what? Half what? Log 2 to base what? 4. Remember that this log 4 to base 4 is what? 1. 1 times half is what? Half. We have plus what? Half. Then plus what? Log 4 to base 4 is what? 1 times 2 is what? 2, right? Plus 2. So we have what? 1 half plus 2 is what? 2.5, right? So we have 2.5 plus what? Half what? Log 2 to base what? 4. Half and half is common here. Half is here, half is here. So let's factorize and bring out what? Huh? Oh yeah. Let me stop here. Let me stop here. Go through this now. Who is lost? Who else is lost? Huh? Who else is lost? Speak or forever remain silent. Who else is lost here? Huh? Who else is lost? Speak or remain silent. Huh? Who else is lost? Huh? Who else is lost? Now let me continue. Where are we lost? Here. If you have 2x plus 4x, or I have factorized this, what will come out? What is common between 2s and 4s? So s will come out, right? Bracket what? 2 plus what? 4, right? Which is x bracket 6, which is what? 6s. Is not true? Now here now, what is common between 2 and half log 2 to base 4? What's common there? Half. So half should come out. The others will be inside the what? Bracket. So this becomes what? The answer becomes what? Half bracket what? 2 plus what? Log what? 2 to base 4. This is the answer. Is it clear now? Wait. Let me not confuse you. Wait. Let's stop here. Stop. Clean from here. Clean here. Clean here. Clean that place. Clean this thing. Yes. Clean it. Did you write it? Clean it. Clean it. Sit down. Let me explain something. Sit down. At this junction, there are nothing else we can do here. Okay? Let's stop here. Do you know why? I solved this now as if the relationship between 2 and half is what? Is product, which is wrong. Okay? The relationship between 2 and half here is what? What is the operation between 2 and half here? Watch out. The operation between, don't know what is the operation, but mathematical operation, like addition, multiplication. So what is the operation between 2 and this half? Addition, she? Good. It's not multiplication. What is the relationship between, what is the operation between half and log? Log 2 is for multiplication. So you cannot factorize when, you can only factorize if it has the same what? Operation. Okay? So this is what 2 and half is not multiplication. So that like I did, they cannot hold. It's 1. Plus 2. I don't understand your question. It's 3 now. Okay, I should add. No. That you are still making the same mistake I made. See what I mean. Let me explain. A mathematical operation. Listen. Do you know why I was able to factorize 2x plus 4x? Do you know what? Or let me say 4y. Let me say 4x first. Do you know why you can factorize this? This 2x is a term. 4x is a what? Term. We have 2 terms here, right? 2x and what? 4x. Do you know why you can factorize this? Because the operation between 2 and x here is what? Multiplication. True, of course. And also the operation between 4 and x here is what? Multiplication. That's why you can bring out what? X. And we have 2 plus what? 4, which is what? 6. So we have x in bracket 6, which is written as 6 what? X. But and even the operation between 2 and x here is what? 2 plus x plus 4x. You cannot factorize here. Are you aware? You cannot do what? Factorize. X is not added to this x. We have 2 plus what? 5 plus x. Are you together? That's what happened here. You cannot factorize this again Because what is between 2 and this half is what? Addition. And what is between half here and log 2 to base 4 is what? Multiplication. Because of the difference in operation between these two terms, you cannot do what? Factorize. So the answer should be left as what? 2.5 plus what? Half log what? 2 to base 4. So the answer is what? 2.5 plus half log what? 2 to base what? 4. This is the answer. If you're not careful, you go and factorize, you fail it. Are you aware that this is certain as that answer we got? 2 minus log 7 to base 3. Are you aware that this are in the same form? Are you aware? They're the same form now. They're in the same form. You know that this is subtraction, but they're in the same form. Two of us. Look at this now. This is a constant. No, not is a 2.5 is the same term as 2. It's just a constant. No kedafia variable attached or no log attached to it. Two of us. But here has log 7 over 3. Is set in what? Log 2 over 4. And here is 1. Why is half? So this and this they look alike. So the answer should be left as what? 2.5 plus what? Half log what? 2 to base 4. Is it clear now? Is it clear now? So please, I did mathematics before. I just look at it. I started factorizing. I didn't consider the operation between the two terms. In operation between the figures in the two terms. I should consider the what? The operation between two of them. So the answer is what? You're attention. Oh yeah, put on this one so we can enter the next question. What's time? We have 3 questions to do. I want to finish all this question before we go to it. I know. If you are done, let's go to the next question fast. All right, the number 5 question says log 5 log root log what? Root 125 to base what? To base what? 5. Remember what we say, that root of a number is certain as saying that number raised power what? Half. Are you aware? Square root of a number is certain as saying what? That number raised power what? Half. Am I getting? From our law of what? Indices. So that means root 125 is 125 raised power what? Half. So this is certain as saying log 125 raised power what? Half to base what? 5. Remember this law. We have the power, we multiply the entire log. Remember? Are you aware? Can you remember? And if you have log, that's this law of logarithm that says that if you have law of logarithm. If we have log a raised to power 2 to base b, log x to base a raised to power b, log s raised to power b to base a. Is that not saying what? B log what? S to base a. Can you remember the law? So let's do it here. Half we now multiply everything, right? We have half times what? Log 125 to base what? 5. So in what? How many times will you multiply 5 to give 125? 3, right? So that means 125 is certain as saying 5 raised to power what? 3. Is it clear? So this is certain as saying half log 5 raised to power what? 3 over what? 3 to base what? 5. Remember this law I put it here. This 3 we multiply half. So we have 3 times what? Half log what? 5 to base what? 5. Also remember that n log of any number to the base that is the same number is what? 1. So this is set as saying 3 times what? Half. Which is what? 3 over what? 2, which is what? 1 and what? Half. Is it clear? Is it clear? So the square root of log square root of log 125. What am I saying? Log square root of 125 to base 5 is what? 1.5. You can use a project calculator. You can check it there in that thing. It will give you what? 1.5. Maybe see una na chuche. Now let's go to the next one. Is what? Please don't train yourself with this thing, okay? It's not good. Don't train yourself with it because you don't know where you see yourself. That you don't need it. You become worried. You can use it to test what you have done, okay? Maybe after solve, you can use it to test what you have done. But not to use it to be. You don't know where you see yourself. Learn all this. It's important. Because it's this thing that they programmed and put there. They programmed this thing you are seeing here and put it in the calculator, okay? So this is what you should focus on. Know this one. That one. Unless you have your OBJ question. There's some 2 questions that we want you to answer like that. Can you get me? Or is it gonna punch calculator? You never answer. A Danny and 2 of us. All no OBJ question. Ishedi Yokia, Nagilaga, Melquani use the calculator. Always as I was against the calculator. You were not. So that's why I said train yourself without what? Calculator. Because you don't know where you see yourself tomorrow. Now, so next one said, question number 6 says, log root 81 to base what? 3. Log root 81 to base what? 3. We'll follow the same pattern here and solve it. We'll say what? Log root 81 to base what? 3. If you want, you can simply find root of 81 to be what? 9 if you want, okay? And solve your thing. And do 9 raised to power what? 2. Push to the right end. Do 3 again, push it. 3 log 3 to 3 will become what? 1. 2 times 2 is what? 4. Answer below here. It's not simple. It's simple. If you like, you can simply just say, there are many ways you can solve this. You can say, root 81 is what? You already know root 81 to what? 9. If you like, you can say 9 root what? 9 log 9 to base 3, right? Good. This is not saying what? Okay, answer is not 4, it's 2. Log 3 square, right? To base what? 3. It's the set saying look 2 log what? 3 to base what? 3. Log 3 to base 3 is what? 1. So the answer is what? 2. You do it how we have been doing it. We say this is not saying log root 81 to base 3 is not saying log 81 raised to power what? Half to base what? 3. You carry this half, put here. You have what? Half log what? 81 to base what? 3. How many times will you multiply 3 to get 81? 4 times. 4 times, right? So you say, okay, half. This is not saying half log 3 raised to power what? 4 to root what? Base what? 3. You carry this 4, put here, right? Use 4 to multiply everything. You have what? 4 times what? Half. Log what? 3 to what? Base 3. Log 3 to base 3 is what? 1, right? 4 times half is what? Which is what? 2. So the answer is what? 2. Either way, it will give you what? 2. Now let's look at the last question. These ones are clear now, right? Come closer. You are a man fair. I know you want to see the board. Let's solve the last question. Come closer so you can see the board. Let's solve the last question. Let me put my touch. Let's solve the last question. You can see now, right? Come closer. Let's solve the last question. Then we'll end it for today. Tomorrow, what assignment what review are we doing tomorrow? I believe we finish this. After we finish it now, we now organize ourselves now, start answering, giving small numbers so that we can, round up on time and be able to do the subject we have for the day. But I want to finish this backlog of reviews so that we can start anew. It's because of all this time people are wasting. When I was calling out here to be solving, someone will come here and waste 20 minutes, especially you. Trying to solve one question. Those things, time is going. All those time was going, so we couldn't cover much. And it's annoying. I will just become angry. Because this is what you should know. I forgot that I gave you 1 week. And anyway, I cost it, Sha. Nami will not do well. I will not even allow you to for one day. Just do it that day and come tomorrow. We'll solve it. That's what we start doing now, so that you go home and study. Now, let's solve the last one, then we'll end it here. It says what? Log root 8 to base 2, right? Log what? Root 8 to base what? 2. Plus what? Log what? Root 3 to base what? 3. Let's follow the same pattern. This is certain as saying, root 8 certain as saying 8 to the power what? Half, right? Right? To base what? 2. Plus root 3 is certain as saying 3 to the power what? Half. So we have log 3 to the power what? Half to base what? 3. Now let's apply this law. We use that power to multiply the entire log, right? So this one becomes what? Half log 8 to base what? 2 plus half log 3 to base what? 3. Okay, this one has exposed itself immediately. That is what? Half. True of us. Now let's look at this one. Let's split this 8 2 again. We can say 2 times 2 times 2, but let's just do 2 raised to the power what? 3. Are we together? This one is about to expose itself too. So we have half log what? 2 raised to the power what? 3 to base what? 2. Plus half log what? 3 to base what? 3. This 3 we will multiply this half. Hope you know. We have what? 3 times half log 2 to base what? 2 plus half log 3 to base what? 3. So what do we now get here? We have 3 times half, right? Log 2 to base 2 is what? 1, right? Times what? 1. Plus what? Half. Log 3 to base 3 is what? 1. 1 times half is what? Half. So we open this bracket. 3 times half is what? 3 times half is what? What's not 3 and a half? 3 over 2, right? So times 1 is what? 3 over 2. So we have what? 3 over 2 plus what? 1 over 2. The answer is what? Which is what? We have 2 here. We have 3 plus 1, right? So we have 4 over what? 2, which is what? 2. So the answer is what? 2. Who got 2? Chinaya, did you get 2 in the one you solved? Did you solve it? What did you get? Maybe you became afraid when you couldn't when you got illiterate in the other one. See? I want to in our water. But the answer is what? Is it clear? Is it clear? So I think we'll stop. We are done with our mass review here, right? Good. So from tomorrow we'll start with what? English what? Review. All right. Thank you very much. Please, go and do that. At least I have reduced the assignment now. Go this night. Solve that. Do that chemistry and English assignment. You must do it by yourself. Go on here. Solve it yourself. I won't tolerate anybody tomorrow. I won't tolerate any sign of irresponsibility. You must do it yourself. Understood? All right. See you tomorrow. God bless you.